I'm talking about genetic modification today, and genetic modification of food crops involves using biotechnology to create plants and animals with desired outcomes or traits. With plants, it usually involves isolating, extracting, and inserting certain genes into the DNA to produce crops such as herbicide-resistant tobacco or even pest-resistant corn. For animals, it involves using growth hormones in these animals, typically the RBGH in cows, which it increases their milk yield by up to 25%, and it can also increase the amount of meat found on pigs and salmon. This increases the efficiency of agricultural practices very much so, and it also creates a lot of economic revenue for the U.S. And because of this economic efficiency involved in genetically modifying food crops, authorities such as the United States Food and Drug Administration, they claim that there are very low risks involved in producing and consuming genetically modified plants and animals. However, since this is a newer technology, scholars are just now coming out with studies that are revealing the possible health risks, environmental risks, and globally economic risks involved in consuming these foods. This causes public distrust in many of these authorities, especially the U.S. FDA, and now the public is questioning whether we should trust what they say about anything involved in plants and animals that we buy from the grocery store, and this also fuels environmental and global discourse in the controversy. As far as global economic affairs are concerned, in 1989, the European Union placed a moratorium, which is they actually did not allow the U.S. to export any growth hormone-containing beef to their country. And later in the 1990s, Zambia actually rejected food aid from the U.S. that was required by the United Nations to help certain African countries to get out of starvation from recent droughts and stuff. And although Zambia was a nation in starvation, they actually rejected our food because the United States does not require us to label genetically modified foods or separate them from organic crops. So, and Zambia did not want any contamination of their environment or their people from eating these crops or planting these genetically modified crops. And because certain countries, especially European countries and Zambia, for example, they value the quantity over the quality of their food. Economically speaking, the U.S. just wants quantity over quality. We pride ourselves in the amount we can make and the money we can make from it. And scholars do believe that the differing values and integrity between countries such as the U.S. and Zambia and Europe is what creates such a controversial international issue. And scholars say that we need to do something about this, and I think that the first step to healing these nations and also even the public distrust in the U.S. and authorities such as the U.S. FDA is to label our foods. If we could just provide labels of genetically modified foods, not just organic foods, I think this would not only help promote trust in authorities such as the U.S. FDA, but it would also protect the environment in the U.S. From cross-pollination. It would create, it wouldn't contaminate organic fields on accident, because you never know if you're planting a seed that has been genetically modified and it can contaminate a field that was not meant to be contaminated. It would also provide consumers with a choice to choose either genetically modified foods over organic foods. This would definitely help people with allergies, such as my brother Hunter. Just in the last year, he's developed a lamb, beef, and pork allergy. Whoever heard of that? Until last year, he could eat every kind of meat. But now his Duke allergy specialist suggests that it is the growth hormones that are being used nowadays. They're just using more and more, and it's causing new allergies to come up in consumers of these products worldwide. And if we provide labels, it would not only help heal the relations between countries, because we would be able to provide countries with organic foods if they need that, or with genetically modified foods if they need that. But it would also help provide consumers with a choice, and it would promote trust in these authorities all over the U.S. again.